Hello and Merry Christmas on this Christmas Eve. I wanted to come on really quick and speak of my experience of love and what's being the Christmas gift right now. So yesterday I felt called to come and visit my parents, which is an hour and a half drive away on kind of blustery roads, and I was to return and be back. Should have been back home by now, but So I'm going to connect this all back to love now. So when I was feeling that sensation yesterday to come and see them, it was all around love and reconnecting at love with my parents. And I love both my parents very much. They have been very supportive to me all my life and done amazing things. But a lot of parts of me I felt failed and I wasn't worthy of that love and stuff, and I disappointed them and I let them down and all this kind of stuff. And as we sat together this last day or so, there was a reset of love. I felt really vulnerable and compelled to share with them how I felt about my life experience and other stuff, and shared some tears and lots of emotion, which wasn't normal between either of my parents and myself. I'm sure I made them quite uncomfortable with being that vulnerable, but I had to let it go and share with them what I felt and how I was disappointed in myself, and I needed to hear their reflection in some ways of what they felt about me and whether that label I put in my head was actually theirs or mine. Not that it really mattered whose it was just clearing and cleaning things. And I felt very safe in my parents' house this time. Sometimes lately I just haven't felt really safe like I did when I was a kid, but I felt really safe because our parents are a part of our life. They're always going to be part of our life no matter what has happened. They're the ones whose genetic material has made you, and they're the ones that you contracted with to come and have an experience through. So that loving space of safety and all that kind of stuff has been ours at times. I'm sure when we were children, maybe even if we had a hard life with our parents or whatever, at some point those love points were there, and then things shifted and changed, and as per whatever the contract was to get us through. But having so much forgiveness in my heart and so much love in my heart right now for my parents and all they've done for me, and all the hiccups that we've had together or whatever, and that don't really matter in the long term, but just getting us back to a space where we feel safe together and loving with each other. And crazily, as I went to drive home, it's like minus 22 Celsius here, and they were forecasting freezing rain, which made no sense to me. How do you have freezing rain when it's minus 22? It just turns to ice. Well, guess what? As I drove home, freezing rain came and it froze my windshield so bad that I couldn't see, and I had to pull off to the side of the road, and a lot of people weren't slowing down and they were just continuing. It was really scary. So I turned around and I came back to my parents' house, and they welcomed me in and they let me stay in the garage with my car, and I'll have a nice warm bed tonight. And it ends up they're going off to see my brother and his family and my sister and their family, and I'm going to stay overnight in their home because the roads aren't safe to drive. Like Christmas miracles, Christmas gifts, the fact that the rain and all this stuff happened is all gifts. I'm talking to a lot of people and they're talking about resets to love, and all this stuff is burbling up, and it's all perfect right now, and it's giving me a new reflection of what love is and what safety is and all these things. And we need this to be able to step forward and step up. And it's really emotional for me. It's really strong. I have a whole bunch of like really tingly lightness in my heart, which is my heart opening and expanding and opening to new possibilities and opening to love, and love that I didn't know I had or didn't know where it was coming from because maybe I thought I'd screwed up or other things. This is all changing and shifting right now. So you may be going through a similar portal right now. Just let it go and let it process. There's a lot of heavy. There's some frustration, some sadness, some fear, some worry, some self-doubt. All these things are all in here, and they're all part of being me, but I'm having to express them in a self-accountable way, in a loving way. It's not getting angry or whatever. It's just sharing the way I feel with my parents. I'm 53 years old and they're in their 70s. And this is not something we've done since a long, long time ago. So I'm just finding this really beautiful window of possibility that's new and that's different than what we've had in our past. And just the new opening to love on all sides. And maybe they thought I did something, or I thought they did something, or thought something, or said something. Like, look at all the stories that are buried under all our relationships, all the people we love. So it's unearthing them and just coming back to love and feeling light and fluffy and ease and grace. I don't know what's going to happen tonight, but I'm sure I'm going to have the best sleep of my life. I'm feeling so opened and freed and so happy and so excited about stepping into the world where I feel supported and loved, and that doesn't have anything to do with friends or your partner right now. That might be, but I don't have one right now, so it's not like I'm being filled by them or being coached by them. I'm just taking back the love that was already there, and accepting it as mine, and loving and moving forward as best I can. So I love you all, and I hope you can find that same place for yourself. And I'm just giving my reflections so that maybe you can make sense of what's going on in your life, and it'll make it easier to transition through all this stuff for you. And if there's any questions or anybody needs any support or whatever, just send me a message and I'll do my best to support you. And wishing you all a Merry Christmas and accepting this Merry gift and the shift to unconditional love and all those things that are all part of what's going on right now. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Talk to you soon. Thank you.